Welcome to In Touch with Officer Dawn and Ray the DA. I am your host, Allison Beck, and today Officer Dawn and Ray the DA discussed how citizens want police, prosecutors, and judges to fight crime aggressively. Thank you for listening, and please join us next time.
As a police officer, if I caught someone breaking into your car, if I witnessed it, if I pulled up and they're breaking into your car and I catch them doing it, I had the discretion to arrest that person for T-butt, theft by unlawful taking, for the damage they did breaking into your car. Whatever I witnessed, I could arrest them for, put them in jail, and take them to jail, right? But after they passed the House bill, what they told police officers is, we don't want you to arrest people who commit these thefts or people who commit this property damage. We want you to write them a ticket, okay? And in fact, we insist that you write them a ticket. In fact, the law mandates that you have to write them a ticket, that you can't arrest them unless there are some other extenuating circumstances, you know? So it really tied the hands of police officers. So people get frustrated because there have been cases where officers have caught people breaking into cars. They've caught them trying to commit these crimes. They've caught them in the act of pickpocketing, stealing purses, and they have to walk up to the victim and say, listen, I've had to give this person a ticket. I'm going to have to let them go. Please let me know if you see them around your house anymore. I've asked them to stay away. You know? And the victim goes, what are you talking about? I need more aggressive policing. This is crazy. And the officer can't do it. The officer can only do what the law allows him to do. That's what we want our cops to do. We want our cops to follow the law, right? That's what they're doing. They have no choice.
Well, one of the cases you're referring to is one that you reported on in your role as a crack crime reporter for Channel 27, and it involved a woman named Alka Harold. And I have her picture right here for you radio listeners. If you go to the website, you'll be able to see Alka Harold's picture, the lady in the yellow dress. So what happens was, police woke a woman in the middle of the night to tell her a thief had broken into her truck. Her only comfort was seeing the thief in the back of a patrol car, but her relief was short-lived when officers told her they had to let him go. Now that victim is speaking out against the law, and she says it protects criminals and puts everyone else at danger. Yes, ma'am, he said, I have to give him a ticket because of this new law. So what do they say? I've gotten speeding tickets before, and the cop gives me a ticket and then says, have a nice day. So what do? You say to a slug like this guy, say, have a nice day. Please come to court in a month. Yeah.
In which they don't. I mean, the reality of it is, and that's the next phase of this, actually, is to start tracking how many of these individuals that are ticketed for these crimes are showing up for court, and what's happening when they don't show up. I mean, at some point, they're going to have to issue a warrant for them, and then the officers have to look for them. If they can, how many crimes they commit between the time that the ticket's issued, they miss their first court date, the warrant's issued, and then they finally catch up to them. There's 17,000, 18,000 warrants in Fayette County to serve right now. You know, it's very difficult to track all these people down, and the truth of it is, you can't until you just come across them again. That's about what it boils down to. It's just the reality is hitting home, and it's hitting home in the crime rate. That's what you're seeing. Property crimes are going up.
We had a young, well, not a young, but a older intern that had been warden at a prison that went to law school, and he came and did an internship with us in the summer, and I asked him to write about how sentencing has evolved in Kentucky. He said, and this is part of what he wrote, the philosophy shift toward community-based supervision, which is probation, means on the street, has become the norm in criminal courts in Kentucky. What was once considered a privilege, probation was a privilege, appears to evolve into what is now perceived by the criminals as a matter of right. They think they're entitled to be probated. That's because that's what the law and the judges have done. So it's very frustrating, and so when the folks out in Bill Farmer's district says they want more aggressive policing, what they want is the arrests. First of all, they want criminals arrested.
Yeah.
Second of all, they want them to be punished. And when they say punished, they don't mean put them on probation, put them right back on the street. What they mean is they should suffer serious consequences for violating our laws.
Well, it truly is a catch and release philosophy that's happening right now. And you've been harping about this for years. You saw this coming. Now you've seen it implemented. And I have a feeling that you're gonna complain and raise hell about it until it comes around. I just got that feeling.
Well, I just don't intend to quit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week on In Touch.